Section 14 of Weird Tales Double Feature, The Skull and the Body Master, by Harold Ward. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Read by Ben Tucker. The Body Master, Chapter 10. I must digress from my diary again. As I have stated elsewhere, I have a recollection of certain things which transpired while I was in Lessman's power, although the greater part of the time that I passed with him is but a blank. There is nothing in my diary which touches upon my trips into the unknown under his strange influence, aside from an occasional vague mention. I am certain that the greater part of the time I was in a sort of daze, imagining myself in a perfectly normal condition, yet held by the Body Master in a state where I would respond immediately to his will. Yet even now I can recall, vaguely, incidents which happened to me on these trips. I remember meeting Avis on numerous occasions and under many names. Had my adventures happened consecutively, and could I remember them, they would be interesting food for thought for the men of science. But unfortunately they jump here and there, the story ofttimes remaining unfinished. There are so many adventures, the details of which I cannot recall, that I will make no attempt to set them down. Suffice to say that all the time my brain was steadily growing weaker, while I, poor dupe that I was, imagined that I was again normal. During my lucid intervals I was constantly troubled by a gnawing conscience. Here was I, an officer of the law, lending myself to the worst form of outlawry. I attempted to reconcile myself with the thought that I was a prisoner, yet I was ever obsessed with the idea that I had proved a traitor to myself and to my oath. My only recompense was the feeling that by becoming a traitor I was saving the life and reason of the woman I loved. I wonder now why I did not kill Avis and then commit suicide. So great was Lessman's influence over me that I sincerely believed that death was a myth. My own adventures beyond the pale had proved to me the correctness of his theory. Why, then, I did not end it all is something that cannot be explained, especially when one recollects that, from my warped viewpoint, death would have been the easiest solution of the dilemma. My only explanation is that my mind was not functioning properly. As I have remarked again and again, the reader must form his own conclusions, draw his own deductions, for I am dealing in facts, not surmises. Lessman allowed me the freedom to a certain extent of the house. With Avis by my side, I wandered up and down the long, dusty corridors, exploring, searching. I told myself that I was looking for evidence, that sooner or later I would make my escape and bring the Body Master to justice. And I found none. Nothing but the poor wretches locked in their cells, mad, all of them. And who would believe a maniac? No, there was absolutely nothing that could be used against the monster. It would be my word and that of Avis against that of Lessman and Meta. Such a case as that would be laughed out of court. Why did I not make my escape? I could not. I only know that with the door wide open, an invisible hand seemed to keep me from crossing the threshold. End of The Body Master, Chapter 10.